made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. James is out there with Smart. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Well, Clark, for a while, people kept asking, how long will LeBron play? It's almost like they've given up on that question now. He's played for so long and so well.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable in his longevity and excellence, but eventually Father Time wins out. He's a superhero right now, and I think always will be. I can't imagine that he'll overstay his ability to play at a high level. So we'll see what that brings. No fear or hesitation from KD. He's able to hit from anywhere.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. I asked him what lessons he's learned from studying tape on Luka Doncic, and coach told me, well, one thing is you can't force him into anything. Luka plays at the pace that he wants to play at and goes where he wants to go on the floor. But we can try and take away his options, and that can present some obstacles for him. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now here's Thompson. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Smith wide open. He fired. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Here's Reeves. A 3. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to James. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. KD against Smart. And the turnover again by Houston.
Lakers ball.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. LeBron outside. Doncic looking it over. Over Thompson. Again, Los Angeles.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Clark, perhaps the biggest surprise of last season, the Houston Rockets.
For sure. I mean, they hadn't even made the play-in tournament in 2024. Just with internal development and improvement, ended up as the 2 seed in the stacked West. You've got to give Ime Udoka and his staff tremendous credit.
LeBron kicks to Doncic. A fader. Again, the Lakers.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Rockets trail by 6. Şengün with the ball. Houston moving the ball around. Another miss by Houston. Knocked away. Inside. And Smith with the stop.
This is the belief Smith's teammates have in him, which is why they look for him to take that shot.
Doncic outside. From outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to come out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Here's Smart following the score by Houston. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Boy, he fluidly moves up the floor, easily demonstrating great athleticism. Man, Thompson, impressive.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. Shepard's checked in for Tari Eason. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Amen Thompson. The Lakers also changing it up. Hayes, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Hachimura comes in for Marcus Smart. And Jake LaRavia is subbed in for Austin Reed. Now Kevin Durant after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. No good from Finney-Smith.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Finney-Smith kicks to Durant. And again, the Rockets good for two.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Now here's James. He's got 7. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. That 3 off the mark. Here's Shepard. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And this kid, Shepard, is an absolute bomber. As soon as he crosses half court, he's thinking about letting it fly.
Doncic with it, covered by VanVleet.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Los Angeles shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. The first free throw is good.
You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, he's been a star, a legitimate star. And that's something you don't see very often.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for Fred VanVleet. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Rockets. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins and looking for number 8 tonight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
And here is Los Angeles now after the Rockets pick up 3. Here's Doncic over Holiday, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 12-4 run. It's stolen by Hachimura. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Finney-Smith finds KD. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
Doncic fires from way outside. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Rockets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard, and those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnover.
The guards are VanVleet and Shepard. Alperen Şengün out there with Steven Adams. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now, here's Şengün. Hasn't made one yet. And Adams with the slam.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Lakers trail by 6. Hachimura, the pass to Reeves. Fires away from way outside. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Sometimes the bench players are a little overlooked and undervalued, but make no mistake, they play a vital role in deciding games.
Now, here's Şengün. Goes back up.
Well, Şengün does a good job there of selling the fake. Puts the defender in a tough spot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And that one misses. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Back to Reeves. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Reeves has got his first points in this one.
Reeves has a great ability to finish, and he knows how to work inside.
Shepherd, the pass to Tate. Here's Shepherd. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Şengün. 5 to shoot. And Adams gets to Şengün. Houston needs to get a shot. The Rockets again can't hit. Lakers trail by 5. Kennard for 3. Şengün with the rebound. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And finished off by Shepherd.
I like the touch from Shepherd finishing around the rim.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jabari Smith, he's jacked in for Adams. Kevin Durant comes in for Tate. Tari Eason's checked in for Shepherd. Lance Thompson in for Fred VanVleet. The Lakers also with the sub. Doncic is checked in. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 9. Reeves can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Thompson dishes to Durant. Now, here's Thompson. Smith on the wing. And Thompson kicks to KD. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Reeves finds Hayes. Doncic against Eason. Fades and shoots. To the right side. And a wide open look for Hachimura. Nailed from three-point land. Hachimura's got himself on the board with 3 there. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, the Lakers going out and acquiring superstar talent in Luka Doncic. LeBron James said, everything I do on the floor, Doncic has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age, he's such a unique, special player. A generational talent. Back to you.
They're clearly happy to have him. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Here's Doncic. After the made shot from KD. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 9. Stolen by Durant. And here comes Smith, leading the fast break. That one doesn't drop. For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against the Suns. And here's Doncic from the arc. Drops in the tray. Doncic has got 12 points in the game.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Jackson. And then for the Lakers, Andre Ayton's checked in for Jackson Hayes. LeBron comes in for Rui Hachimura. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jake LaRavia. Now here's Durant. 10 points for him. Now Shepard. Back to Durant. Using his length inside. Durant.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
The kick out to LeBron. Reeves outside. Back to LeBron. Rockets with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Reeves left side. With the floater, and the layup is up and in.
That little teardrop, you got to have that in your bag if you're Austin Reeves.
Smith outside. Pass to Shepard. Smith sets the pick for KD. Over Smart, and Durant gets it to go. The assist from Shepard. KD's got 14 points.
A reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
James, the bounce pass. Here's Ayton. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Rockets on top, up 3. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm with Coach Udoka. Specifically on defense, would you say there's more to clean up in the paint or on the perimeter?
A little bit of both. We got to protect the paint a little bit better. They hit some tough mid-range shots, but they also hurt us on the offensive glass. So keep them off the glass, make them beat us from the perimeter. I think we'll be in good shape.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. The shot.
Glad you could join us. The story tonight for the Houston Rockets through 2 quarters, a tightly contested matchup.
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit of that bench production. It's been the difference. And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
These two guys, we thought they'd bring it tonight. It has been brought, playing with no fear.
Can't forget about your teammates, though. Got to keep them involved, too.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So the Lakers 5 right now. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Ayton is out there with LeBron James, and it's Smart in at the 3. Clark, after missing most of the 23-24 season, Tari Eason came back strong last season.
Boy, he sure did. I mean, he really looked good and comfortable out there. Made quality plays at both ends of the floor. You really hate to see anybody get injured, but especially a young guy like him. but youth gives him a chance, I think, to bounce back pretty quickly.
Smart passes to Doncic. Launches a three. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Doncic has got 15.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. A 2-point game. They host the 76ers after this. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
On the wing, Reeves. He's covered by Eason. Smith against James. Rebound by Smith.
Trying to take what the defense allows, but he couldn't get it to go.
To the inside. And Smith with the stop.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
And they were in the top 10 in terms of opponents' points per game, up there with some of the very best in our league.
You pointed to their field goal percentage. It was up there among the leaders last season because of how smart they played at the offensive end. You know, they made very few bad decisions. Doncic against Thompson. Reeves the pass to Doncic. Right side Durant. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Doncic dishes to LeBron. Doncic with it. Picked up by Thompson. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Luka Doncic. The Rockets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. A shot by KD. No good. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Houston making some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Smith. And Shepard subbed in for Thompson. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, success hasn't changed Austin Reeves' underdog mentality. He said it doesn't shift at all. There's a good majority of people that probably still don't think that I'm that good. It's a common theme for my life. What pushed me to get here are the people who doubted me. I always have to keep that in mind. Kevin?
Keeps that chip on his shoulder. Thanks a lot, Allie. Ran up top, guarded by Smart. Here's the floater. Şengün with a wide open look. And that time, also a missed shot. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And Ayton throws it down.
Whether it's with his passing or scoring, Reeves is a flat-out playmaker.
Durant down low, guarded by Smart. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Ayton.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And if you're looking for a big that locks down the middle, Şengün is your guy, a very effective player.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Ayton. Hachimura comes in for Marcus Smart. And Jake LaRavia subbed in for Austin Reeves. LeBron kicks to Hachimura. 6 to shoot. Back to James. And it's Houston on the break. Here's Şengün. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Şengün is a hard player to get a handle on. Pretty unpredictable, which makes him hard to guard without fouling.
Some changes for the Lakers. Luke Kennard comes in for James. And it's Austin Reeves in for Luka Doncic. LA's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's Reeves. Off target at the rim. Houston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. So Reeves will go to the free throw line. It's on Reed Shepherd for the Rockets. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Tari Eason. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
The Rockets making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
To the paint, here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
The Rockets making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Rockets trail by 4. Outside Durant. 1:06 left in the third quarter. Back to Holiday. Finney-Smith finds Adams. Outside Durant, a 3-ball. Shot clock at 5. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
A 3-level score. Durant is a pick-your-poison matchup for defenders.
Reeves with it. He has 7. Pass to LaRavia. Banked in off the glass. LaRavia's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Durant from distance. What a shot.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Kennard, the pass to Reeves. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. 3-pointer. Rockets with the rebound.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Durant feeling it out a bit. Floats one. It's deflected. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Houston Rockets. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The guards are VanVleet and Shepherd. Alperen Şengün out there with Steven Adams. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Stolen by Reeves. And it's the Lakers on the break. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Houston Rockets. Over in the corner, Shepherd. High post shot. VanVleet passes to Okogie. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Şengün to take the lead. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Inside the paint, Şengün is a force to be reckoned with.
Lakers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Van Vliet against Reeves. Pass to Kennard. Three-pointer. Rockets with the rebound. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Van Vliet outside. And here is Şengün. Van Vliet right side. Lets it go from deep. Here's Okogie. Over in the corner, Shepherd. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Houston making some changes. Smith checked in for Steven Adams. Kevin Durant comes in for Josh Okogie. Lance Thompson in for Fred Van Vliet. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He told his players, "We are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game."
Okay, Allie, thank you. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Durant. And again, the Rockets good for 2. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Houston.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Şengün kicks to Durant. They move. Oh, down it goes! And he drains the J.
What can they do? I mean, that's the question. Durant finds a shot he likes, and the mechanics are efficient and tight. It's practically a sure thing when he lets it fly.
Doncic against Thompson. Let's lose a 3. And there's the 3.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
It's Durant on the wing. He's defended by LaRavia. Now Shepherd takes the 3. Now Durant shoots the 3. So smooth on the 3 from Durant.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into a shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Andre Ayton's checked in for Vanderbilt. James comes in for Rui Hachimura. Smart's checked in for Jake LaRavia. And it's Austin Reeves in for Luke Kennard. LeBron with a screen on Thompson. Oh, epic move by LeBron!
There is no doubt about who they were going to on that one. Of course not. LeBron coming through.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Can't connect from long distance.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And that's him there.
Cold-blooded by Austin Reeves. He doesn't shy away from coming up big in critical times.
Şengün. Outside Durant. And the rejection by James. Smith clean from outside.
Smith Jr. stepping it up in the clutch. He was prepared for the moment and delivered.
And not sure they got got enough time to save himself.
It doesn't look good, even with the quick bucket here.
Doncic fires. Doncic sticking it from way outside.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big.
And here's Durant. Doncic with the steal. Reeves right side. Tries it from 16. Connects on the J.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Thompson outside. Stolen by Smart. Reeves. No luck that time on a shot that would have put him on top. Ooh, it hurts. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
He had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? You miss a different strike, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making. He stepped up to the line and handled business that time. It's still a one-possession game, though.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And what's their best move at this point?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick two and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Doncic outside. Now Smart, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaking. And the second of two is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. Here's Doncic. Fires the three. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Well, I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Kevin, this was a huge statement win for this team. How satisfying is it for you?
It was fun. It was fun. We came out and played hard. Guys played together, and this is all I expected, man. I'm glad that we was able to get the win tonight. We're looking forward to the next game.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Guys.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And now, our player of the game, Kevin Durant.